This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one, in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. And finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal staff. We must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving.
Keep reminiscing about them days we had our Parsons. We was letting all them blocks and sliding foreign cars. I just knew we'd be some stars, nigga, from the start. Nigga, when I heard the news, that shit hurt my heart. Then I lost my mind.
Welcome back. This is RDB 21. It's Dr. Martin Luther King Day today. We're here trying to, I'm just going to pay honor and give some respect to Dr. King on his holiday. Like I said, Dr. King, man, he's kind of the inspiration for me being here speaking today. He gave me a voice to speak on these topics that I'm talking about. Like I said, that was just me being able to come on here and just talk about black issues and things like that. Dr. King he paved the way for me to be able to do this. So it's only right for me to say thank you to him and pay my respects to him on his day. I'm not a big holiday person or anything like that, but I will pay Dr. King his respect and let him know that, I appreciate everything he did for us. So I think this is a day that we should all look back and try to just go back and just, look back at all our ancestors and our grandcestors, the ones who've given us wisdom and gave us guidance and helped us lead us to where we are today. We still in the fight. We still out here trying to get right. So, like I said, it's only right for me to pay my respect to Dr. King. I appreciate everything that he did for us as for our people, as black people. And so today, that's basically what that's what I'm here to do, is just basically, like I said, pay respect to him. And I'm gonna pay respect to also some of the fallen young men who passed away this past year, who died from football related injuries. If you listen to the previous podcast before that I came out with, I spoke about football and how I feel like it's killing black men. So I feel like it's only right for me to pay my respects to and give my condolences to the young men who lost their lives this year from football related injuries, because it was quite a few. And I think we should know their names and, like I said, pay our respect and give our condolences to them and their families also. But like I said, today is like a day that I just want to, just like I said, pay respect to people that have passed away. So there's also I want to I'm going there's two young men who lost their lives. That there's also, like I said, this is like I said, we paying respect to our ancestors and our family members. So like these are people that are close to me, people that I know personally. Um, they were athletes, and that's kind of a reason, some part of the reason why I'm talking about them too. Um, Julian and Javon Miller on December 22nd, 2024. They lost their lives in a car accident. Uh, I knew Julian just as a little kid because he was that, but I knew Javon real well. Julian, that was Javon's brother, so he was around. But Javon, he played basketball, AAU basketball with my oldest son. I probably knew Javon from the time he was probably about 8 or 9 years old, and they played together on the same team probably up until they got into high school, till they was like 13, 14. But they always remained friends, and we would still see them, and things like that. So it's also this is my way of really I haven't talked to Julian Miller Sr. That's their father. He was one of our coaches. I really just I can't I really can't imagine how their family is feeling. Like I said, man, this is just I just want to just lift them up, man, and just let them know, man, I'm thinking about them, and I love them, man. I love Javon. And I know this is just a rough time for them and their family, man. I wish them the best, man. I know it's something that you can never get over. Like I said, this is part of the reason why I started a podcast. The name of my podcast, RDB 21, it's named after my nephew. He lost his life at a young age. So, I mean, it seems like that's, I don't want this to be a memorial podcast or anything like that, but I will pay I do want to pay respect, and I will always pay respect to our loved ones. And like I said, Javon, man, that's something that it touched me, it hurt me deeply. It still does. So I want everybody to know that Javon was he was an excellent athlete. He was a pretty boy. Like I'll have a picture of him on the podcast. I hope you. I have. There's a song that we have that one of his other teammates, another friend of my son. That, like I said, they're all like brothers. So they have a song that you'll hear the song on the opening credits. So I just want everybody to just, like I said, just think about all your loved ones. And like I said, Julian, I love you, man. I appreciate everything you did for my son. He loves you, man. He thinks that you're the best. He always told me you were his best coach. You taught him more than any coach that he ever had. That kind of made me mad, because I said, man, like, I've been the one in the gym with you every night. So how is he your best coach? But I got a lot of respect for you, because you put a lot of time in with all our kids, not just your son. And we got lasting memories with y'all that I'll never forget you guys, man. I love y'all forever. So I just wanted to take a moment just to pay my respect to them and let them know that I love them, man. And Julian and Javon, we all love you and we all miss you. And I also this past week I lost a close friend. My best friend, his father passed away. I want to just give my condolences to him. I spoke to him, we talked, but I'm just saying this to you guys and letting you know that we all going through things. We all lose loved ones, and we should always pay our respect to them. Steve Arnold, I'm not even sure how old Steve was. I want to say he was 72, but he was like a older dad that you could always go to, and just he was like one of us. He's a lot older than us, but I love Steve, and I'm gonna miss Steve, and I just want to pay my respects to him and all the Arnold family. I love y'all. That's my family basically. So, like I said, I talked to Tone. Tone know how I feel about him, but I just wanted everybody to know, man. Steve Arnold, he just passed away. He was a good man. But now I'm just gonna just basically speak about these are the young men who lost their lives during 1 month of football practice during, I believe it was all during the month of August. In August, there were 5 black young men who lost their lives from football related injuries. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you know. I want you to know their names, and just if you can go back, look at their story, and go try to find out about them. Because if you're playing football, this is something that you should be talking to your kids about and letting them know, like, these are some of the dangers that we need to worry about. These are the things we need to look out for to try to make sure that we're staying healthy and being responsible playing this game called football, because it is dangerous. So, but this article that I got this from, it was from NPR, and the whole article, man, there was 2 white children who lost their lives. So they did a whole story about them and talked about how they died and everything. And then they went down and they told additionally, after they talked about these 2 white guys, these 2 white kids, that there was 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. There was 5 young men who lost their lives. I don't know if you listened to our last podcast, Melvin Medrick Burnett Jr. from Alabama A&M. He lost his life during he hurt himself during the game. He had got hurt during the game. He had a collision. He got rushed to the emergency room during the game. He was in the hospital in a coma for, I want to say, almost a week. They had came out and had a story where they were saying that that they thought he was okay and all that. His family had got a GoFundMe, and they was trying to save him, but he ended up passing away. Like I said, if you listen to the last podcast, there's a clip and there's a whole little story where you can look back at that story. But Medrick Burnett Jr., he was, I believe, I'm sorry, I should have picked up his number. I forgot. I believe he was 24 years old. He was either 21 or 24. I'm sorry. I had to look him up, but I'll get his age later. But he's the first one. He was a college student who passed away. But all these other guys' names I'm about to name, they were all high school kids. These are all high school kids who passed away in 2024. August 5th at Hopewell High School in Central Virginia, 10th grader Javon Taylor, 15, collapsed during the drill session with the junior varsity team and died in an afternoon practice. Coaches performed CPR and called 911. But Taylor died at a nearby hospital. The high temperature that day was around 90 degrees. Okay, that's our first one who passed away, and that was on August the 5th. On August 13th, Samaj Wilkins died after having a medical emergency during practice at New Brockton High School near Enterprise, Alabama. He collapsed during an afternoon practice on a day with a reported high of 96 degrees. Okay, all these names that I'm saying to you guys, I hope you guys look these guys up, man, because I had looked all these people up, and there's stories on all these kids and their families. They had vigils and stuff like that for these kids and everything. Also on August 13th, Palatka High School football player Robert James Gillum III, 15, died at his home in Palatka, Florida. I'm saying that wrong. I know I am. The morning after a practice, local TV station news 4 Jacks reports that police believe he apparently died of natural causes, but that they also learned that Gillum complained of chest pains on Monday, August 12th, before going to football practice. He still went to practice and returned home. So I guess they're saying that he passed away at his home. So they don't know if this was a football-related injury or not. But I just wanted to let you know about that because that was a story that I did see. So they talked about it. So there's some things that you can look up about that story. So make sure you check out Robert James Gillum III to try to find out more details about his death. On August 14th, Junior Leslie Noble, a 16-year-old lineman at Franklin High School near Baltimore, Maryland, collapsed on the field during practice and was later pronounced dead. A police dispatcher noted that the player had a heat stroke. Okay, and this is our last one. And I believe I believe he was a Hispanic Mexican kid. During a practice at Shawnee Mission Northwest High School in Kansas, near Kansas City, Missouri, sophomore Ovette Gomez Regalado, 15, collapsed. He was later taken to the hospital in critical condition, and he later died. So those are the young men who I basically wanted to let you guys know they lost their lives this year playing football. And like I always keep saying, I just want us to just pay attention, man, and be careful playing this game because it's dangerous. I know we see injuries all the time, and football is, we love the hard hitting and all that. We love that. But I think that we need to pay attention, man, because people are losing their lives to this game. And like I said, man, I just wanted to just pay respects to our fallen ancestors and all our fallen young men today. Like I said, man, this 2024 was a difficult year for a lot of people. 2025 is just starting, and it's gonna be some more children that die this year, this summer. Man, we need to pay attention to what's happening. Make sure we staying hydrated. Make sure these kids, like a lot of these kids, they were kind of overweight. Make sure that if they do have weight issues, that they're being monitored, that we're making sure that they are okay. We need to get their hearts checked and things like that. We need to check on them. I mean, because just throwing them out there and just letting them run and all that, yeah, we might think it's doing good for them because they're working out, but when you have weight issues, you need to monitor those type of things. So I think we need to make sure we pay attention to that, because that's why a lot of these kids lost their lives. They lost due to heat strokes and things like that, and like I said, a lot of them had weight issues. So like I said, Julian and Javon, we miss y'all, and it's gonna be tough going on without y'all. But I want all y'all young men to just take your lives serious and think about your loved ones, because, man, when you guys go away, especially at a young age, don't think that you can't just be reckless with your life, man, because it's people that love you, man. We raise you up to grow to be old men, older than we are. Man, we don't want to see you pass away before we do. No, I don't like seeing, like I said, I lost my nephew. He was 18 years old. Like, that's way too young, man. So many things that I think about that I wish that I could see him do. So just please, man, we got to cherish our lives, man, and cherish our loved ones, hug your family members, and just make sure we stay safe out here and try to protect ourselves from just a lot of things that us as black people have to go through. Just we can lose our lives for the smallest things. So let's cherish the things that we do. let's love each other, and let's make ourselves better as humans, as people. The only way we're going to be better as black people is to better ourselves. So everybody, we all got to look in the mirror and better ourselves. Let's do something to help somebody else. And you never know. Those type of things, those are the things that can change your life. Like I said, I just wanted to pay respect to Dr. King and voice my opinion and tell him thank you. You let me talk. I can talk to the world today, and y'all can listen to me talk about my nonsense, because I got some more silly stuff to talk about. But I appreciate him, man. He's giving us all our voice, man. For all of us to come on these podcasts and come on TV, like Dr. King, man, he's one of the reasons why we can speak our mind. He gave us that power. So I respect him, man. I just want to thank him. This is just want to say good night to everybody. Like I said, everybody love your loved one. Give all your loved ones a hug and tell them you love them. And I'll see you when I get there. One.
All we say to America is be true to what you said on paper. If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges because they haven't committed themselves to that over there. But somewhere I read of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right. And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the